Hello everyone, I'm Inside Elections. The date is Monday, November 10th, 2025, and today we'll be discussing an outlook of the 2025 New York City mayoral election results that I haven't heard anybody talk about. This is actually my first video, so if you like what you see, I deeply encourage you to like, subscribe, comment thoughts or suggestions, and turn on notifications so you can see exactly when I upload. But getting into it, what exactly is this outlook that hasn't been covered, or at least that I haven't seen covered? Well, it's Zohran Mamdani's outperformance, his overperformance. Everybody I see covering these election results talks about how Mamdani did well but underperformed polls, because after all, these polls said that he would win by 15 plus when he only won by 9, right? No, wrong. At least for the underperformance part. Zohran Mamdani did not underperform whatsoever. In fact, he outperformed, he overperformed. He outperformed every single poll. Let me show you here. So you can see in polls. Mamdani, he got 50.4. Actually, I don't think it's updated. He actually got 50.6, run up 50. He got 51% of the vote. And all the polls had him getting 46.1 on average. I mean, at Atlas Intel, in every cycle but the 2025 cycle, Alice Intel was the best, most accurate pollster out there. They underestimated him by close to 10 points. And this is not just them. I mean, 50 Emerson, this was a close poll. They had him within Emerson and Vera pretty easily. But the other polls, 47, 48, 43, 44, 46, 47, 43, 52. This one Fox News poll from early mid-October had him overestimated Mamdani by 1 point. One poll. This is the only poll. All the other ones, 46, 47, 45, you get the point. These polls underestimated Zohran Mamdani by so much. Like, all the polls. And people say that he underperformed. He didn't underperform. He overperformed. Yes, his margin of victory was lower than expected. He won by about 9. Polls said he would win by a little bit over 14. But that doesn't mean anything. That's not his performance. That's his performance relative to Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Lewa. But Mamdani himself overperformed by about 5 points. So I don't get when people say that everything I see covered is that he underperformed. He still did well, but underperformed. He did not. And that's because of Andrew Cuomo. He got 41.6. Is that updated? 41%. He got 42% of the vote. Polls said he would get 32. Less than 32. Polls underestimated Andrew Cuomo by about 10 points. I mean, all these polls, this one outlet poll had him pretty close, within 3 points. But all the other polls, 34, 25, 31, 32, 33, 34, 31, 29, 29. All these polls had him in the high 20s, low 30s, some even mid 20s. And he got 42%, which means that Mamdani's margin of victory was a little bit lower. But it doesn't mean Mamdani underperformed. And I mean, you guys might ask why Cuomo overperformed. I think it's mainly because of Donald Trump's endorsement and like Michael Bloomberg and Elon Musk and all those the other right wingers who endorsed him, not because they liked him, but because they didn't like Zohran Mamdani. Because I mean, really, I don't think anybody actually likes Andrew Cuomo. I think they just don't like Zohran Mamdani. But anyway, because of Donald Trump's endorsement, most of the right, which isn't many people in New York City, but it's still, I mean, I think it's about a sixth of the population. Those votes that would have gone to Curtis Lewa, those votes that would have gone to Curtis Lewa before, he was estimated to get 16, but he only got 7. Those votes, he underperformed by about 9 points. And Cuomo overperformed by 10 points, which is roughly where all those votes went, to Andrew Cuomo. Which is why he overperformed, and in turn, Mamdani, quote unquote, underperformed when he actually did overperform. But anyway, it's like I said, it's Donald Trump's endorsement that made Cuomo overperform, and Curtis Lewa's underperformance that made him overperform, which is why Mamdani sort of underperformed, but not really. And Curtis Lewa, why he underperformed? It's because Well, I mean, it's because of the endorsement. But he underperformed polls by so much. I mean, Alice Intel had him getting 16 and 24. The most accurate pollster in pretty much every single election cycle but 2025 had overestimated his support by 4 times. I'm getting 24% when he got 7. I mean, that is such a bad performance by Curtis Lewa. You can look here. No Republican has ever done this. No Republican has ever gotten worse than 7.1% of the vote in the New York City mayor's race. Ever. I mean, we can scroll through this for, I mean, as long as you want. Not one Republican ever did worse than that. I mean, technically, which race? I think it's the one after this. Yeah, technically, 1981 and 1977. Technically, the Republican did worse because they didn't field a candidate, but not really. Not really. We could keep like I've already gone through this, but and looked at all of them. No Republican has ever done worse than 7.1% of the vote, and that vote went to Andrew Cuomo, which is why Zoran Mamdani had a smaller margin of victory. But like I said a million times, because his margin of victory is smaller doesn't mean he underperformed, because he did not underperform. He overperformed. Again, like I said, he underperformed all of these polls. I mean, he won by about 9. They said he would win by 15, but he did better than all these same polls said. And well, that's my analysis. This was actually my, like I said at the beginning of the video, this was my first video. I know I have things to work on, but if you liked this video, if you liked this analysis, if you made it this far, if you want to see me do more, if you want to see me improve, be some of my first subscribers, first fans, I hope. Like, I really encourage you to like, subscribe, comment anything, suggestions, critiques, thoughts, just anything. And yeah, I hope to see you again sometime soon. Goodbye.